A woman's silence, the most dangerous weapon against his ego. Some women don't chase, they don't shout, they don't plead, they vanish into silence, and yet their absence crushes a man's pride more than any storm of words ever could. For the masculine ego, silence is unbearable. It is a mirror that reflects what he most wishes to deny, his own fragility. Carl Jung taught that what we repress returns with greater force, and in her silence his repressed fears awaken. Fear of abandonment, fear of insignificance, fear of losing control. He cannot fight her silence because silence is not an argument. It is a void, and in that void his shadows rise. At first, he interprets it as cruelty. He tells himself she is cold, heartless, manipulative. But beneath the surface, something deeper gnaws at him. Why does the quiet of one woman feel louder than all the noise of the world? Why does her withdrawal echo in the empty corridors of his mind? He does not realize it yet, but her silence dismantles the illusion that he holds power over her. Imagine him pacing, checking the phone that does not ring, rehearsing conversations that will never be spoken. The more he tries to master her absence, the more it masters him. Her silence is not passive, it is alchemical. It forces him to face the truth. That desire without reverence is hunger, and hunger without love becomes obsession. This is where shadow work begins. He cannot bear to see himself as needy, so he projects it onto her. He accuses her of being cold when it is his own fear of rejection that freezes him. He believes she plays games when, in truth, the game is his ego battling against the mirror she holds up. Silence strips him bare. It shows him that possession was never love. And you, yes, you, must understand the archetype you step into when you embrace silence. You are no longer the wounded girl begging to be chosen. You become the anima untamed, the magnetic feminine that Jung described, the force that cannot be owned, only revered. When you retreat into silence, you do not punish. You reveal. You reveal his dependency, his lack of sovereignty, his fragile illusion that you needed him to be whole. But silence is not just a lesson for him. It is an initiation for you. It teaches you detachment, the sacred art of choosing dignity over desperation. It transforms your pain into power, your longing into clarity. In the stillness, you reclaim yourself. You step outside the grasp of his ego and into the fullness of your own soul. Some women fight for attention and remain forgotten. But the woman who wields silence becomes unforgettable. She haunts him not through cruelty, but through absence. Because the mind obsesses over what it cannot resolve, and silence leaves him unresolved forever. The Stoics understood this, that power lies not in reaction, but in restraint. And trauma psychology echoes the same truth, that cycles of need and neglect only shatter when one refuses to play the game. Your silence breaks the cycle. Your silence is not weakness, it is mastery. And so she does not beg, she does not prove, she simply withdraws, and in that withdrawal his ego collapses. He learns too late that the woman who does not fight to be heard is the one whose presence will echo the longest. Remember this. The most dangerous weapon against his ego is not anger. It is not revenge. It is the silence of a woman who finally sees through the illusion. The woman who walks away in silence isn't weak. She simply sees more.